Oh, hey guys, beep back here, and let me tell you, we got it more or less done. So right now it's off the floor, as you can see, by a little bit, because I need to cut a skid here. I'm gonna take the chainsaw and cut these back at an angle like this. That way when I want to pull it around, I can pull it around a little easier. But anyways, got a little doggy door. Nice little slide right there. See that? Yahoo! The sun came out and gave me a hand. We cut this big steel storm door right there. And then the wife came inside and she put a bunch of caulking up in all the corners. See? Looks pretty good. And that door is actually a lockable door, so that's where the keys are, right there. And then we framed it in a little bit on the inside right here, so when the door closes it hits this stuff. Who needs a big fancy door frame anyways, right? So, and it closes nice. How about that? And the building's sitting at a bit of an angle and it's still closing nice. But anyway, I went and I bought some of that spray foam for up there. I gotta trim that off, but I'm gonna trim that off a little bit, and I stuck some up there, blah blah blah, just to seal it up, and some across the back. It's not quite cured yet, still a little soft, but this is indoor, outdoor, automotive, and marine grade spray foam. So anyway, yeah, that's what she looks like. And the plan is to stick a 4x4 against here, and then put the chain link or mesh wire on it, so that the dogs, when they're outside on this platform, they can't just run away. But we're not going to do that until the wife gets this thing painted up. We'll let her paint it up, and then we'll worry about the rest of it. So that's her. Anyway, we'll see what happens later on with whatever else I'm going to do. Talk to you later. Morning guys, BP here. It's just about 7 o'clock in the morning. Maybe a little after 7, I don't know, something like that. And we're heading on out to Dauphin, Manatoba. Hey, Prairie Sunset Farms, I think they're called. If I remember correctly, Prairie Sunset. They're out in Manitoba. Hello, boys. Anyways, yeah, we're heading out to Dauphin with a bunch of wall bar, handrail, and some miscellaneous stuff for a new hotel that went up out there. These friggin' roads are kind of choppy as hell heck. But just as we were crossing the border, we get stopped by conservation and police. Who are you? What are you doing? What are you hauling? Is this an essential service? And I says, well, it is an essential service if there's an elderly person walking down the hallway in a new hotel and he doesn't got a handrail to hang on to and falls down. They need the handrail for the new hotel. He goes, well, then we consider that an essential service. You may continue on. How about that one? Yep, that's the way it is right now. All this COVID, coronavirus. She's a son of a gun, I tell you what. We're going to see more and more of that if things keep going the way they have been. Before you know it, you'll have to have shipping papers on your cows. Call them essential service cows, just to get them across the border. That's what they do out in the UK, I believe. A cow leaves the yard, doesn't matter where it goes or anything. You gotta have full documentation and the whole 9 yards. You just can't load them up and fill out a manifest and ship them. There's a whole lot more paperwork involved. But anyway, that's what's going to happen here. Before you know it, you'll have to have documentation as to what you're doing. whether it's essential service or not. God darn it anyways. The world is coming to be a whole bunch of crazies. And how about that friggin' coronavirus? Do you really believe everything they're telling us? I don't know if I believe everything. Yeah, it might make some people sick, and it might make me sick if I get it, but I don't think it'll be as bad as they let on, unless you have some real underlying health issues. But anyway, guys, this road is choppy. That sun is probably right in your eyeballs, so I'm going to let you go, and we'll bring you back a little bit later. Hey guys, BP here. So there it is. I remember coming back here with my first load of almost 25,000 pounds of steel for this hotel. And here we are, if you can make that out, with, I think this is 2,200 pounds. Just a little load. But hey, you gotta take the little loads along with the big ones. Make more money on these little guys, get paid the same amount. I gotta find the guy, the big boss man, find out where they want me to unload this stuff, and we'll get her unloaded and head back for home. We'll talk to you then. Bye. Well, there you got her, guys. Got her all unloaded. They got their product. They got their one little tiny piece of paper. There wasn't much there because I don't get the paperwork with all this darn coronavirus bullshit going on. But anyways, yeah. So now here we are. We're heading home. Should be home in, well, it's 9:15. I should be home by 12:30 in about 3.5 hours. If we don't have to stop anywhere, we should make her home by 12:30. So, yep, that's how it is. Get home and we'll continue with cutting some steel and building some gates for my brother. But anyway, with all of that, I just want to say happy birthday, Dad. Dad is 92 this year. He was 92 on the 16th of April. I haven't made a video for a couple of days. I did call you. But from me and all my YouTube friends out here, happy birthday. Anyway, guys, we'll come back in a little bit once we get home, providing nothing happens on the way, and we'll catch you then. Well, we're back, guys. We're in the shop. This thing right here, that's one of the gates I gotta build for my brother. There's 6 of them, 6 or 7 of them. But anyway, this is one of them, and they're all different sizes. This is the smallest one at this point. It's like 10'6" or something like that. So yeah, that's her right there. We'll weld it up here quick. The wife was in here, and check this out, her doggy house. She's got it all painted up on the inside. She just stained that deck there, so I'm not friggin' walking on that. She'll smack me hardcore if I do, but and she's got it all painted up on the inside. Looks good. Looks good. She better be happy, or else I'll have to smack her, put her in the doghouse. So after we get that friggin' gate welded up, then that goddarn big blue tractor of mine here, shortly after we brought it home, I don't think I ever told you guys anything about this, but anyways, just picked the part up. The friggin' gear shift thing that tells you, that lights up, tells you what gear you're in, quit working. And we had them come out and they checked it all out, and the only thing they can come up with is that this thing right here is buggered. It don't light up no more. So we're gonna attempt to install him once we get this gate welded up. Anyway, let's get this gate welded up and we'll bring you back at that time. So there we go. Got her all welded up, both sides. And it's welded all the way around. Every spot is welded all the way around. I've bought gates where the faces were welded, but in there, those corners were not. And then I've bought gates where the corners were welded and the faces were not. So we still got to put a chain on it, and I got to put a chain hook on it. Down here, I got to put a chain hook on it, and he did say something about putting slide rods also. all added security safety so that the cows don't, or calves when they're sorting and working the cattle lots, don't get out. So let's take this little sucker and we'll head over to Big Blue and see what we can find. I've never taken this apart. They just told me it should be like 3 or 4 little screws in there. What kind of screw, I have no idea. You just have to pop those screws out and the part should come out. And it's basically just a plug and go. And you just unplug the one, plug the new one in, la-di-da, and life goes on, right? So that's where this thing goes. The new part has to go in there. I'm guessing I gotta pull those screws out, is my guess. I don't see any screws on the back side, so it looks like this one, and maybe this one here. I don't really see any other screws, but let me get it apart and then I'll bring you back at that time. Alrighty, so the 4 screws they were talking about were actually from this other panel. Oh, get down here. One goes over here, another one down here, over here, and then up here. And I'm guessing when their guy came out, he lost something that goes on there that the screw screws into, the little holder thing. But as far as that monitor, it just pushes in there. It just pushes in there and plugs into this thing right here. So let's give this a whirl, guys. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see if I can set you over here somehow. Not sure how this is all going to shake down, but we'll try and plug and play you kind of like that. And get this thing hand up through the bottom side, and they sure as heck don't give you much friggin' clearance room, that's for sure. That is pushed in and plugged. That goes like that. Take this and move it a little bit. I'm gonna crawl up here. I'll pick you guys back up. And let's see what happens. We'll start the old tractor. Oh, look at that. It lit up. And how about that? You see that? Now it's showing us. Before it wouldn't give us no reading as to what gear we were in. And so now it's reading all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way up to 8 and all the way back down to number 1. So I'm going to assume, let's put this in high. There she be. 10, 12, 13. And for whatever reason, I'm gonna have to see if it'll actually shift into those higher gears with the tractor moving, maybe, because she's not wanting to go any higher than that. And it should go all the way up to 16, but it's not. But that's okay for now. I'll test it out later on. Let's get this sucker put back together. Anyway, with that, guys, I'm gonna let you go. This video is going on long enough. It's like a 3-day video, 4-day video. So anyways, you know what to do. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell, let you know when I post a new one. Tell your friends to come on over and subscribe, and let's get her done.